Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie. We have to go that way. You're going the wrong way. We want to go down to the sphere. In here to the right. Fucking girls, man. Okay. Well, hello, and welcome to the Vegas Pauly C Show. And the event is finally here. F1 Las Vegas. We're going to go get our seats. We're somewhere in the back of the sphere in the grandstand there. So we're going to go through the middle here and then over to the walkway that goes to the sphere. And then I'm going to have to find the seats. And I have no idea where they are, but we'll figure it out. Hello, Matta. How are you? Welcome to the Vegas Pauly C Show. On YouTube, Amory's over on TikTok. It's going okay, girlfriend. We're going to go over to the Sphere Walk and down the hallway. I dressed warm tonight. Ooh, sorry. What's that, Amory? What's that? TikTok. What makes you think? Oh, you got to flip it to the right. I'll do it for you. Hold on. You ready? There you go. There you go, Anne-Marie. I understand.
Okay, everybody. Welcome to the night of the race.
They're doing the national anthem? Well, that's going to be all right. How you doing over there, Amory? You okay? Thank you very much, T-Matt, but she does get a lot of traction. I have no idea why. She doesn't really do too much for me, but people seem to like it. So, you know, I go with whatever works here on the show. Plus, it allows me to be on YouTube, talk to the people on YouTube, build up the YouTube channel. Even though there's only, there's 7 of us in here? That's going to really be a slow grind, T-Matt. 7 people. I didn't know it was even possible to have only 7 people on YouTube. Thank you very much, user 205. I appreciate your loyalty to Vegas Pauly C. Yes, T-Matt. No disrespect taken. It's no big deal. Amory's not the worst. You know what I mean? I've seen worse. You bet a parlay, user 205? Well, I hope you win a lot of money. Because it's rough out here in the world. They ain't letting go of those dollars so easily. I'm on YouTube, yes. 12. I have 12 people, Anne Marie.
VPC has 12 people.
I call them my disciples. I have 12 disciples. I think I'm going to be sitting in the back of the Sphere, which means the cars aren't going to be going that fast. They'll be spinning around. Yeah, this is the way you go when you go to the shows, Anne Marie. Yeah. Thank you, Dustin Evans. The Spear stream is averaging 235. Chicken leg is, I'll tell you this thing. I'll tell you this. Chicken leg is definitely my disciple. Chicken leg is like John the disciple, actually. He's like the #1 disciple. He never misses anything. I just have regular seats. I'm not in the Heineken house. I'm not really anywhere. I'm barely, believe it or not, even though I average $500 to $1,000 a hand, I'm not much of a player over here. I'm really not that highly rated. It was a scrape for me to get in. It was a scrape for me to get that room. And I don't eat anything either on purpose. Like I don't put any kind of charges on my room. I try and stay super humble. And they don't value me as an influencer at all over here. Zero. So that's a problem. I don't know why they can't get that together, but okay. Yeah, I'm pretty low on the scale here. But, you know, I'm working on it. I'm working on things. I might end up somewhere else. I'm not sure. Thank you very much, Metaverse News. I've told you this, guys. I've told you this a number of times, and I really mean it. You know when a baseball player just makes it up to the major leagues for 1 or 2 games and he says, I'm just happy to be here? I really feel that way about this F1. I didn't know if I would make it here. I didn't know if my career would still be alive. I didn't know if I'd be out of money or not. You know, if I go on a prolonged losing streak, I'm in big trouble. Because the money that I make from social media is just... Amory, do you have to be so loud? Jeez. The money that I make from social media doesn't really cover too much, but... It's a once in a lifetime, that's right. Very good, Dustin Evans. I mean, I think it's got a big future. Plenty of action here this weekend.
He's not nice to me.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Nathan said that.
But will you please straighten that out? You're going to give me a bad name.
I'm reading what the guy
But it's not true.
It's not true. He's super nice to me.
That's right. I want you to repeat after me. He's super nice to me.
You're louder.
I know, but I'm trying to be quiet in the hallway here.
Why are we in church? You got the biggest mouth possible.
You know, Amory, that spirit of yours, I don't think I'll ever be able to crush it. Girlfriend.
Wait, what do you want me to do? Be miserable?
No.
Welcome back. Who will it be? Who will it be? That's the question of the night. Who will it be? I can't wait to see. Happy F1 day. You almost there.
What number his car is? I don't know. It's a red car. I didn't notice yesterday.
Thank you very much, Jody Studnicks. The Sphere stream has 370 right now. Well, I just put it up there so people have access if they need it, you know, if they want to actually see it live. Where's the Manhattan seating district?
You'll go around the Sphere. Once you go through ticketing, go around the Sphere. There'll be a bridge to take you to the other side.
Okay. We got to go around the Sphere and go to the bridge to the other side.
Yeah. Around this. The other bridge. do you feel?
Well, I'll be very comfortable, so it's fine. I don't mind.
Well, also because we're drinking coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm overdressed, but I'd rather be comfortable and warm than get cold at all.
Okay.
How do you get to the Manhattan seating?
This way's quicker.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, really?
Look at that energy level. Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Let's get down to business. You know who is a dinosaur, she just doesn't know it yet. How many times can you go to a restaurant and show the same nonsense over and over again? The Vegas Pauly C show is completely unique. It's going to be a total immersion in reality, in the reality of Las Vegas, in the reality of a broken toy, in the reality of a challenged man. Something completely different. I'm bringing reality to Las Vegas. Absolutely no bullshit. All the financials, all the truth, all the stories. She's a dinosaur. She just doesn't know it. She's like those dinosaurs before the asteroid hit. You know what I mean? She's just out there grazing on the fat of the land, and she has no idea what's coming. But there's an asteroid coming in, and it's called Vegas Pauly C. And that's really the truth. I'm really not kidding you, chicken. Like, I'm serious. I'm going to completely change the game out here because I don't have the capability to lie. And I don't have the capability to fake anything. And I don't have the capability to not tell you that I'm down $17,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And people like that. They like a window into the actual reality of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is super tough, man. It's going to be very hard for me to make it out here. There's a very strong chance I'll have to tuck my tail between my legs and go to North Carolina and sit on my land. But we're going to give it a shot. We're all going to work on it together, and we're going to see what happens. I've had tremendous support so far. Now I have the support of the Plaza downtown. I'm very excited about that because the gentleman over there who runs it, he totally understands what I'm doing. And he's in, you know what I mean? So we move forward. And that's the God's honest truth. I'm going to rent a place up in the north near that park with the peacocks. We're going to bring the dogs out. Mahi's going to come out. Everybody's agreed to move out here. And so we're going to do something out here. Now, where are our tickets? That's the problem. SJ8. Hold on a second. Across the bridge and to the left. Northern Arizona. No, across the bridge and to the left. Wow. This is crazy. 6.
Plans, try to make something work.
6, seat 8. Row 6.
Well, if you look at it again, you can see Verstappen gets
Row 6.
Now, let's have a look for the Aston Martin spinning right. He did it on his own. There's the damage
Excuse
to
me.
Alonso.
Excuse me.
What number? Okay. We got to swing past you.
This is from Leclerc's car. He's looking to his left, looking to his left, trying to stop Verstappen, and then he simply...
This needs to be assessed now. It is a job to give the position. He wasn't in front at the apex and he pushed me wide. So he needs to give that position. But
Intended to do that, but he's already
Do you have
lost
signal?
the rear as soon as you see him start to correct. Leclerc, though, is telling his team he's got to be penalised for that. I mean, regardless of whether you've got the grip or not. Yeah. As soon as Logan got in that oil dry as well, you heard the rear wheel spin. Whoa, yeah, look at that. That's a great miss.
Sideways through the field.
Right there, Paul, to the left.
The virtual safety car has ended. We're back under green.
We're back under green.
All the stewards have said thus far is that lap 1, turn 1 has been noted. So they'll be parsing through the video.
Having miss of them.
And they were like waiting for Verstappen at the last one.
Meanwhile, Verstappen opens up a quick lead.
Wow.
In unison, and that's certainly what Williams were talking about strategy-wise, was the fact that they were
That's just so cool.
could help them in a DRS situation.
Looks like McLaren has split their strategies between Piastri and Norris. The hard tires on Piastri's McLaren.
That guy's really in the back.
Had an incredible start, starting dead last, already up to 11th on the soft tire as well. So that is clearly a strategy play, but great start. Down these long straights with something just happened there. Well, either the cameraman or there's definitely an accident.
Uh-oh. Crashiola.
That is parked. Oh no, that's
Norris.
That's a big one. There's nothing happening with the setup of that car. He said we're not good at low downforce circuits, and he just hasn't had a good weekend, nor has Piastri. That's going to cause a proper safety car, I'm afraid.
Crashiola.
Okay, he's told everyone.
That's turn 12, I believe.
Well, turn 8, 12, and 14 have been major incident places where people have gone on, but not to this point. He's lost a wheel and he's gone heavily into the barriers.
When you see an accident like that, that's either a late move in the brake zone. We'll obviously see the replay, but when you're going so fast, just one small thing can make a big shot happen like that.
Connor, your sport just defies me. 1 minute you're second in the Grand Prix and happy as a sandboy, and then suddenly you're in the barriers.
This is Lance Stroll in for
Penalizing
the
Ben
hard Pirelli
Verstappen 5
tires.
seconds.
Second stop for
Really?
science.
What happened?
Talking about penalizing Ben 5 seconds. Cut off the
Opportunity to pit again without losing too much track position. Let's go ahead and make that switch to the hard tire. Watching for...
Oh, it's another foul.
Car parts en route.
He was gone way before that corner.
Oh.
His teammate.
Whoa.
So that's a difficult brake zone at an angle, and obviously the cars are super heavy.
They can't handle that.
Wow, he lost it almost on his own.
Yeah.
But
No-
if you heard
nobody
the
can
car
handle that
bottoming as
curve.
Well, the car bottoms a little bit, maybe too aggressively, and with how slick the track is and cold it is, the tires just.
That's 2 cars down already.
McLaren, of course, celebrating their 60th anniversary. That's not the way of and from Hamilton's
his debris came off, hit my front wing. Okay, copy, we'll have it.
And they'll have that look as Hamilton goes by the pits.
just shows the experience.
That's
of
2
Hamilton.
crashes
Oh,
already.
that's cucumber. Went straight
It barely
into
even
action.
started.
Not the crash.
I'm convinced that was a bottoming issue because there were sparks coming off the car there, and these cars are so low to the ground that when you bottom it too aggressively,
Is that unusual to have 2 crashes that quickly?
And all the tires need to be on the ground at one time to be functioning correctly.
Let me have it.
You can't turn, accelerate, or slow down without tires on the ground.
Like you saw that pedestrian bridge.
Too much Vegas, yes.
And they got their money's worth there because not that we want to see crashes, but it's effectively.
Charles, the case is with the stewards, and we stay where we are in terms of positioning. Okay. At the moment, it's like this. If anything changes, I will let you know.
What did they just say?
I have no
He'd like
idea.
to know I speak Italian speak. And he's like, we're not, we've let the stewards in on the game of what we think happened, and we're trying to tell them that Verstappen was at fault, but we stay where we are.
And this sport is no different than any other. When you have the chance, you work the refs. You want to get in front of them. You want to say, hey, start thinking about this. What about what he did? Another look at the start. Good getaway from the left side of the track by Verstappen, who forces the issue with Leclerc. Both go off.
He locked up the rears, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that is purely a low grip track situation. I think even Alonso, you'll see, I mean, a very ambitious move, new track. Oh, probably not as much grip as he was hoping. I mean, he had the fronts turned fully, and not much grip in the rear to hold it.
Oh, and the Alpha is saying, get out of my way, bud. He's on the race line, he just needs to avoid trouble, and he does so. Oh no, he got a tap, but he manages to keep going. That's why he came in. He wanted to check that wing.
He had it replaced. Carlos Sainz, another man who wants to move up quickly.
Zero rear grip for Carlos, yeah.
Ooh, that could have put out of the front tires of both the Mercedes and the.
Yeah, they're asking for that. I didn't know how to do that.
How big a hit before the suspension or the field, the balance of the car starts to be
Honestly, it's all about the angle of the impact. I mean, sometimes you'd be surprised at how tough race cars can be, but then also you've seen things that you're like, wow, how in the world did that fall apart, or how in the world did that break? It's, these things are made with an absolute, you gotta go through them with a fine-tooth comb.
Right, there's such tight tolerances in these cars, and a lot of the parts are carbon fiber, and of course that's a technology that is meant to work in a specific direction, take impacts in a specific direction, and if it gets hit in an angle that it wasn't built for, yeah, it'll shatter.
When they come around, I'll
this,
spin the
guys?
landscape.
Yuki Tsunoda,
What?
20th to 10th.
But he's still on that soft tire, so I was told that wouldn't last more than 4 or 5 laps, so I don't know what's... Yeah, exactly. Safety car is his best friend.
Yeah,
I don't really
look
know
at
the
who else
sport.
is moving. Obviously, Piastri is now 11th. That's good.
When they
news.
come around,
Obviously,
I'll go
it's
into the
bad
long
news for
shot.
Lando. He's out. But Piastri just outside the points.
No, I can't get down.
Safety lights remain on the safety car. Many years ago, I covered a sports car race with a driver named Whitney Gantz, who used to bill himself as the world's fastest art history major. And before the race started, we watched the cars swinging back and forth across the track, and I said, Whitney, why are the drivers doing this? And he said, I don't know, I just do it because everybody else does. But there is a method to their madness.
Yeah, what you can't see is the fact that the drivers are also heavily on the brakes at the same time. They're generating temperature through the brakes to generate temperature.
Charles Leclerc is in a reasonable spot. 7th in the championship. The drivers ahead of him by 22 points, Sainz, Norris, and Alonso. That fight that you were talking about earlier, Jonathan, well, that fight, by the end of this race, could very well include Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, and the constructors, Mercedes and Ferrari. Just in front of this stage, Max. The situation at turn 1 on lap 1 with the stewards. We are not going to reverse on positions, so I'll leave it with you.
No penalty. No penalty for Van Stappen.
No penalty?
I'll leave it with you. No, you won't.
What would you like him to do?
Make good choices, my son.
Yes,
Exactly.
go high. Yeah. I mean, really. I guess in other words, look, we've done as much as we can. Keep racing.
We're sitting, waiting on the steward's decision.
So this is Max's decision on when he wants to go. He's let the safety car go, and he's just trying to figure out how he can fool Charles behind him.
And he just did. Locking up there slightly then by Charles.
Yeah, I think Verstappen is
Yeah,
gone.
yes. He got the perfect restart.
Yep. I'm really interested to see what George Russell can do in this race. Got nothing to lose. And a lot to win for Mercedes. Here's Piastri. And that's a nice move on the AlphaTauri. Yeah, on Yuki.
Fighting the car. The drivers are really working hard tonight. A lot of movement in the rear, just so much slipping and
And a
sliding.
lot of
That
movement.
moves the young Australian Piastri into the 10th and final points paid position.
I have to say, so impressed with Piastri.
Carlos Sainz takes Lance Stroll. Sergio Perez had already done it. Excuse me, that is that Alonso? No, it is
Stroll.
Yeah, it is Stroll.
And it's also a massive day in terms of the championship for Perez. He is only 32 points ahead, and in terms of Hamilton, to keep that fight for second place alive, he has to score 7-8 points more than Perez, and it's not looking likely at this point.
Yeah, what is that? Whoa.
Drivers still waiting for the opportunity to use their DRS to really
just
try
opened
to.
it, haven't they?
Yeah.
2 laps after every restart, the DRS is closed. When it's open, the drivers can open up the rear wing, reduce drag, get more top speed.
Yeah, Hamilton was one that was quite vociferous about the fact that here, like Monza, you don't really get the advantage that you would get at a more heavier downforce circuit. The track's just not there with these tiny wings.
Yeah, exactly. They're in such low downforce configuration that opening that rear wing really doesn't give them as much as a track like, you know, any high downforce short circuit.
Now that's how you do it, boys.
Yeah, it's you're breathing in every time they do it. I agree with that.
5-second time penalty. Wow.
The annoying thing is, if we go by anything he's done
Yeah,
this
they were
season,
cheap with the big
that's
screens.
not a problem.
He could win by
Yeah.
so much.
I think that's, you know
They
what? I
should've.
think that's what his engineer was really saying. We'll leave it
There's
to
a
you.
big one over there.
You can
Oh,
do
not
this.
really.
The short correction, that was Alonso who was passed by Perez, because Lance Stroll is up the road chasing Danny Ricciardo.
Yeah, so that is official now. 5-second penalty for driving.
I think we should go
another
over
car
there.
off the road, which he
Where?
did.
Right up on the thing, and then we can see the screen. There's no reason to sit here.
On board with
They're not
Ocon.
they're gonna let us stay over
Yeah, why
there?
not?
Very disappointed after qualifying with
I don't
Gasly.
know.
Started
Let's
going so
wait
well.
5
He
minutes.
said, "This is just the story of the season for me. I don't start having any luck." Got some here.
Let's go.
almost.
I don't need these.
All right, hold on.
Haas was great on the brakes there, able to
We
fend
gotta
off
find something
Ocon.
better.
You can just see the tops of the cars when you're down on the ground.
You can see the top of the car?
It's
Just see the
Ocon
top.
this weekend.
Oh, you can see
Yeah, but
it?
you get the feel.
His investor, Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool.
You think that's better for the live?
Ocon is on a tear
Just to see
right
the
now.
top of the
He's-
car?
Second penalty for Max.
Verstappen, meanwhile, sets fast lap.
And there's his opportunity.
There's a bonus point available if you finish in the top 10 for the fast lap.
Max just got a 5-second penalty.
Piastri started strong, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's really nice. He's in a much more place.
I gotta be right next to him.
I mean, I'd still say we don't know enough. I think we got to get at least 10, 15 laps into this race to really see how the tires fall off and who is able to manage that.
He has been given the 5-second penalty for that incident, but you're already 2 seconds ahead behind, so we'll just keep eking that gap out to the start.
That is cheeky. That is cheeky. Connor is laughing in the booth, folks. And I'm sure around the circuit you're doing the same. That is a very cheeky
Remember the reference.
the most sarcastic way.
We're trying to get a better view.
Fast lap passes to George Russell. Yeah, good lap. 1:39.5. Fastest lap so far. 16-7 Esteban Ocon, but there's so many stories like this at the moment. So now, like I said, 20-12 at the moment. Piastri up to 9. Great stuff.
I think you're going to see a ton of great racing like this all night.
And offline, there's more chance every overtake of more graining on the dirty and colder part of the track.
Now, as I was saying, Pirelli advised us that a one-stop race is possible depending on how the tires hold up. And everybody on the hard white tire right now, I'm sure, is watching the lap times to see how far they can go on this hardest of the 3 tires available. And keep in mind, you must use at least one set of 2 of the 3 available compounds.
There we go, almost up to 220 miles an hour now in the tow with the DRS.
Yeah, and from everything I've read anyway, I am presuming that as this track evolves, as they like to say, as it gets more rubber, as they spend more time racing on the race line, it's gonna get faster.
We're running around. Where do you want to go?
Well, I mean, the fence is pretty well taken.
Only jinked out for a moment.
The 2 AlphaTauri teammates are having a battle as well. Ricardo.
Well, couldn't get any worse for Perez and Sainz, could it?
I would have thought they had 14th.
Pretty cool, girlfriend.
It's Piastri.
Yeah. That guy's so far behind. He's in the
That's DRS.
Yeah.
Here it is again with Hamilton. Yeah, you can
hear the engine. Yeah, it's so high on the RPMs.
It's about 40 miles an hour quicker. That's what he means.
Okay, copy that.
That was on the restart.
Yeah.
Leclerc for Ferrari complaining that he was brake checked basically by Verstappen.
You saw the brakes light up. You saw the smoke come off the brakes as he was brake checked.
The whole restart philosophy is if you try to go and maybe give a little bit of a break, that is the best way to get away. However, very frowned upon in most racing series.
Yeah. I'm still amazed at some of the things that Verstappen tries, like in qualifying, like at the start there, and often gets away with. He hasn't this time. But that was just too aggressive at the start of a race. Staying out while the others come in on those mediums now. I don't know when that will be, but obviously they've got the advantage of staying out a little bit longer on those harder tyres. Unless something's gone wrong here.
Assuming no tire deg.
I guess I'm in my glory.
That guy gets so far behind.
It's funny, you saw him almost hit terminal velocity there. He had a great run, and then you almost either hit the top of the rev range, or basically you're pushing the air too much and it's going to stop you.
These engines are electronically limited to 15,000 RPM.
Well, you can go over to the room.
Compare that with the red line on your grocery getter out on the driveway. It's probably at least twice as high.
Perez makes a nice move. Perez slowly making his way through as we hoped and expected for him. And it's important for this championship. Meanwhile, his teammate has a 1.9 second lead over Leclerc, so it's come down. So the 5-second penalty is now, well, it's 2 seconds.
We need action to pull the car. We need to stop the car. We need to stop the car.
So with these engines,
You think there's another one coming?
Off quite a lot to make sure that it's hot enough.
Yeah, you think?
What a poor
In
thing.
a draft behind cars, and there's not
I missed him.
to the side pods of those cars. So you see him peeking out from behind the car in front of him. That's just purely to cool the engine, cool the pieces. But they might have just, put a little bit too much. Well, we used to put tape on the radiators back in the day. You'd put tape on them, but they would have blockers that they'd use to basically keep the engine at the right temperature.
Esteban Ocon, meanwhile, has had 2 laps deleted for violating the track limits. The white line at the track verge.
Somebody said this
You're
is
allowed
boring.
3 before you get the black and white flag, warning you that a penalty will be forthcoming the 4th time you do it.
Yes, I got free tickets.
I understand.
Interestingly, they're all at turn 17.
It's probably best, but then you don't feel the rush of the engine.
Still a pretty close race in terms of the gaps between each and every driver in this lead group.
Someone said Mahi treats are all natural.
Mahi's treats are all natural.
Need to stay where he is, though. He doesn't want to lose any more ground to these guys behind him because he's got a great race going right now.
Medium tire window has opened for those on the yellow stripe compound, and that is the top 7 runners in the race right
What is
now.
the
So
TT is freezing?
we're sort of racing on borrowed time.
It says that somebody said the TT is freezing.
As we go on board with him, and you finally see he gets a better view than we do. The camera belies what he can see. Obviously, the human eye so much better than the camera. The camera does see the reflections from the visor.
Piastri picks up another spot, going by Logan Sargent for 7th.
I don't care where I gotta
It's
go.
more and more like a video game every day, isn't it?
The medium tire is potentially starting to fall off. That's what it might be.
Wow.
Obviously, the goal of Lewis and Oscar is to run as long as possible on the hards. They want to extend that stint as long as they can. So they choose to do a one-stop race.
Leclerc's doing a good job of staying with Verstappen. 2 seconds is down less than a second. You can see it for yourself.
This guy
He's holding
needs to give it some gas.
Maybe he's scared he doesn't want to crash.
I feel they're getting more and more separated.
From Charles Leclerc, and he's still looking for his first victory from pole.
You know,
Could tonight be the night?
exactly. Here's an irony for you. Elvis, which is what Verstappen's wearing on his overalls in the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas, was driving an Elva Mark IV, and he was being chased by a Ferrari Berlinetta LF. Here we go.
History,
It's all the same.
I would assume he wasn't chased for long before the Ferrari blistered him.
Yeah, exactly.
Leclerc's really on it now. He's
Look, he's going for the lead.
Sargent Pitts drops to 14th. Russell Pitts.
He's taking a fight to Verstappen, and that's not happened a lot of times this season.
Max Verstappen is okay, what is Verstappen trying to do? He may just be letting Leclerc get close. Forget. But what I was thinking he might do was letting
You don't know which way to go.
Ferrari is in the turbulent air that will ruin his tires in short order.
Good point. Here goes the ball. And that looked easy.
Yeah, it did. He had all the speed that he needed. The DRS open. Obviously, Max really struggling. When your tires go off,
Oh,
too,
yeah, he's going in.
that's the right call.
Passes our commentary position.
21 seconds, the average time
It's a total
to drive the length of the
he's
serving is 5
right.
seconds.
Yeah.
This is very smart.
Yes.
So now there is no penalty awaiting Max Verstappen.
And he is free. That was a good get out of jail. Good time to take it. 7.7 though. It's a lot of time. 7.7. That could put him. Looks like living a fight with. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at him. He's throwing things around now.
No idea what's going on.
He's not happy. He slowed right down, losing positions left
I have no
over
clue.
right. So a limping Hamilton here in Vegas. He's going to have to come in as soon as he can. I think it's rear left.
What the hell?
No, rear right, wasn't it?
Could that be the function of a puncture? Lewis says the car is not stopping. He wouldn't have full braking if he's got a tire going down.
Yeah, the car is definitely it's definitely a puncture. You can see the car skidding across.
So massive pit stop for Lewis Hamilton now as he creeps into the pit lane behind him.
A tire puncture on the Vegas streets. Who would have said?
He's going back out speed.
6.3 seconds. That is not world class.
Nicely into Paris for second in the turn.
You know, you asked me if it's worth it to be here. It's worth it. If I had to work for something, if I had to work for an asshole boss, or I had to take all my pay for 3 or 4 weeks and come here.
Just did it to take care of the car, really.
It depends what the cost of your money is. I wouldn't do a whole bunch of
This is a battle for second place. Perez and no car.
We wouldn't have called that a minute ago at the start of the race in 12th position, would we?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
And the
Like I
crowd
said, the
starts
battle
to
for second overall in the championship definitely going Perez's way if this continues with Abu Dhabi looming next weekend.
That's right. Perez led Alonso by 32 points coming in. And with 26 maximum points available, not catch him here, but he can certainly get closer, and that's looking like a dimmer prospect right now.
Well, good news for Piastri and Hamilton, no further investigation. And here is George Russell. Joe in front of him. Joe's difficult job. He's top 10.
Honestly, you can tell that's way more grip than Joe right now. I'd say he's going to be DRS.
Yeah, that's very obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, the Alpha's squirming on the brakes.
And here comes your DRS. You can hear the engine note.
Impressive speed from the Alpha. You might be able to defend here.
Yep, Ferrari engine power. Straight line speed is
I love
good,
doing this. I love doing it.
but not good enough.
You don't have to thank me. I love doing it.
And here comes
I hope we have a
Perez.
million
Sorry, here
cool
comes
things in
Verstappen.
Vegas.
Just a reminder, Verstappen has served his penalty. He is now free to race for the win. He's currently ninth.
This
And that's
guy?
not often the case in Vegas.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
that guy's
I hate
really-
having to
that
do
guy's
math at the
really
end of a race to see if someone's penalty is going to affect the results.
Yeah.
Thank you, American. They really spread out.
Waiting to assault the Alfa Romeo.
Connor, I know, as a racing driver, you will have unusual place, wasn't
I
it?
don't even know which side to go sometimes.
But that's the thing, unusual place, but you got to go for it whenever you can.
Now, what's happened to the Monegasque?
They race so
No,
late
he's
so that
just
they
flown
can
by.
have
It's a
it,
lapping.
European
Yeah.
time. They can have it in prime time in the morning. If they
Made it
race-
look
if they
very easy.
race
That
in the
was a
middle of the
pass.
day here, then in Europe it'll
Getting
be
back to the lead over Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leclerc, Perez, Stroll now third, a man who hasn't really broadcast waiting on the qualifying, and they really didn't think this was going to be a good track for them. Their straight line speed nowhere near the Williams, and here we are with Stroll in third place and Alonso in sixth.
Boy, they really spread out, don't they?
And Lewis Hamilton.
He said the opening laps, he said he took round here, even in that 8-minute session, which was very tough. He said he just felt really comfortable.
13 seconds.
Here we go, box.
Emery's not the worst.
Again to Perez in second.
Vulcan Tequila, they made 3,800 bottles of that in honor of the track.
There you go.
3.8. I know my alcohol stories, don't you worry, boys.
If they're handing out bottles, I would love to take one.
Yeah, me too.
Emery smells like fresh lilacs, actually, with a hint of jasmine. They want me to explain the smells, Emery.
What?
Her hair smells like fresh flowers.
Nice little battle here between the Aston and the Mercedes as they come across. First corner.
Leclerc's pit stop was slow, 3.9 seconds.
I know you all want to
Not
know
what he
how
needs at
Emery
the moment.
smells.
Verstappen does the fastest lap, we're getting it down.
Different strategies work and try to cover those at the same time.
Sorry, guys.
And the Ferraris are now running. Third and fourth. Which we keep it all weekend
I'm gonna
on
go
the top
sit.
of the
I think
time
I can
charts.
see better.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you think?
And as you can see, Alonso
I mean, to go
on
back-
one.
Here, I like it next to the cars.
But here comes George Russell, and Verstappen's right there too. Nice pass.
And we know Fernando is not going to make it easy on anyone.
Particularly not the man behind him.
Absolutely not.
This is the future of television. All you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
His battle with Perez at Brazil was brilliant.
Right.
One of the greatest things that I've seen.
Do you guys
from
want me to
this
go
year for
sit in the
sure.
seat, or do you want me to stand?
Shades of 2006, the
Only
second
have
title
51
year for
people
Fernando
here.
Alonso.
Yeah,
Here
because
comes Max.
Where he held the great
No, it's
Michael
okay. I don't wanna be
Schumacher in the
responsible.
Ferrari, the all-conquering Ferrari, behind him for about a third of the race to the checkered flag.
Max didn't have the grip on lap one, but boy did he have it there on the inside.
Yes, that was a great move. Done and dusted for Max. On to the next one.
The lights. 50 gonna Texas.
It's a great experience for drivers. It's being under the lights. It's special. It's exciting and
Standing
seeing
here,
it work,
you gotta go back and forth.
It's never going to get in your eyes.
Yeah, that sun can be pesky.
No, I didn't bet on it.
you don't need a graphic to tell you.
You live good,
Russell is
citizen.
another driver who can be difficult to pass. He can drive
Oh my
four cars,
God,
they
this
say.
is tough.
And right now, Max Verstappen is squarely in
It's
his
hard to
sights.
see this.
So Paris has done 22
That guy's
laps
so
now
far
on
behind.
these hard tyres, leading the race. Stroll 19 behind him. Leclerc just started his stint on the hards, having done 21 on the medium.
Wow.
Yeah, there were two accidents in the beginning.
Why did the apex Verstappen there?
Ferrari. Not as good as they'd like.
Did it
3.9.
turn?
So we have to assume. Make up ground. This is
These three are going at it.
It's a great battle between these three.
All three of them are very aggressive in their own ways at different times of the year. And I'm sure right now, here comes
Oh, it did
Russell
turn?
away
Okay.
from
Okay.
the clutches of Verstappen, and he's looking like he's going to
The
do it.
text
and that's a
didn't
good
turn,
pass
but the
from
phone
George
turned.
Russell.
I'm not sure it's up. Yeah, it is over. As Sainz slides in behind the Mercedes, and here comes Verstappen.
Whoa.
Sainz tries to defend, but that's a hard thing to take. Two guys coming past you like that.
That's tough. I mean, that's the beauty of DRS and the pain of it as well.
I had
When
to
you're
take
the
my
lead
jacket
car,
off.
and when you're Max, who's the third car, you're getting double the run.
Yeah.
And most likely, with a straight that long, you're able to get at least one of the cars in front of you.
We're at the halfway point.
We're at the halfway
The
point.
Heineken Silver Las Vegas Grand Prix.
It's been a fascinating weekend for so many reasons. The first of any kind of brand new circuit.
Sometimes you just have to.
Obviously the bollards was part of it, but I think there was a bit of car involved there
I
too.
think there was. Looked like carbon fiber shards.
I'd like to see it again.
What happened? I missed it.
Another accident.
For reals?
Yeah, hopefully we get a replay of that. It looked like Max.
Whoa! But it, that was weird. Thank you.
He did throw it. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, I've never seen a hand that far out.
Yeah,
The wind will get you.
He wanted to
Yeah.
make sure it.
Tyre is okay for now, Max. No, tyre is okay.
That is the classic side-by-side because Max says he turned it.
Now here's the replay.
I think there might be enough blame to go around there.
I'm sorry. I'm with Russell on this one.
Yeah, I mean, in the end,
Oh, wow.
there was a bit of room there.
Wow.
Flag has come.
And
Wow.
there's now bits of car missing.
And that is the Red Bull mainly.
Yeah. Wow, safety car must be a lot of
shots. Yeah, I think it's an obvious place to get a big puncher.
Debris is dangerous. I mean, they can't leave stuff sitting out there. It's, you know.
So we're over the halfway point, boys. What do you do? What do you rethink here? Is there anything now, strategy-wise, if you're trying to, like if you're pre-Astri, for example, is there anything that changes things up?
This is best case scenario for Perez. Yeah, this is best case scenario. He was going to be pitting soon anyway. This is exactly what he wanted.
Okay. This is what the drivers call a free pit stop.
Yeah. Stroll as well. Stroll needed this also.
Yeah, definitely.
Verstappen has to come in. Russell's come in.
It seems like everyone might use it.
Here's an interesting view. This camera, I believe, is on the...
Yeah, it's on the lollipop.
Yeah, very cool. 16, 17 mechanics in the pit lane can get things done quickly. As Jonathan said earlier, the fastest pit stop we've ever seen for a 4-tire change, 1.8 seconds.
That I was at last night.
And that's after Formula One's rules makers had taken steps to start.
Like this are the ones that stopped quite
I don't play
early.
enough money.
And usually,
I'm
their
skating
goal
by.
eventually is
They want to know why I'm not in the Venetian stance. And I said, because I'm marginal. I didn't even play today.
I think so.
We'll see. I would.
I think noted means the stewards are taking it upon themselves to investigate as opposed to the race director referring to. But we'll see. To send further regards to the stewards room. Now notice this is a full safety car, not a virtual one, so the cars can close up. And we'll get another restart. No DRS for 2 laps after we go green.
And I'm assuming Hamilton just came in full hard tires. He's going to try and go the rest of the way home now.
absolutely, yeah, that's definitely.
That car's behind.
Traffic in the
I
pit
mean-
lane.
Well, he's got dice on the top of his lid, has Carlos Sainz, and he's needed them because he's been rolling them all weekend long, including dropping the cup of the cold.
Side by side,
This is
somebody
not gonna
made
go well.
an unsafe release. What happens here? That was an Aston and a Mercedes. This is Lance Stroll alongside one of the...
That was a little close.
Which of the Red Bulls was that?
The lane gets tight real quick.
Yeah, no kidding.
No matter what racing series it is.
Well, this is a classic Vegas style race because it is, you know, once you throw the ball on the wheel, you know, then you stop it and roll it again because everything keeps changing with every safety car too. Now it's Leclerc, Perez, and Gasly up to third. Gasly's the most consistent guy out there so far.
Yeah, Perez is extremely thankful for that. Loses 1 position from making a pit stop.
Sorry, guys.
That's your dream scenario, and same with Stroll
I'm
as
not
well.
doing
He
a
lost
great
couple
job
positions,
videoing
but
here.
still well
That's
inside the points.
There's only 50 people in here.
By the way, if you're interested, it's the home of U2 these days.
Yeah, they're doing a 25 show. Formula One's in town, however.
What
And they're
happened?
playing Achtung Baby in Las Vegas, baby.
This
Henry's
is
not the
Sergio
worst.
Perez.
Ideally off the tires off gold. Okay, copy.
And the missing word, very.
Yeah, they need these cars thrive on high speeds.
Fairly.
Fairly, yes, sorry, quite right, Bob. The missing word, fairly.
They need the speed. They need to get the temperature up.
I think
These
you can
tires
see the
are
race
working
better from the
so
room.
hard, but they're
You
only
see the whole
Just
track.
Insurance update again. 10-12 incident with Russell is under
I like
investigation.
them going by though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just looked like he just didn't see me at all. He just turned in onto my wheel because he didn't expect me to pass him there.
Well, what about the regards, Max?
Emery has beautiful hair. Look at that hair.
Oh my God! Look at all. Look at the alcohol. It's hard to tape this because there's all different areas of the track. That's why I gave Paul TikTok. I don't want to be responsible for all those people.
Incredibly sensitive
Very sensitive to change. Temperature change, wind change, you name it. We saw that in
Oh, this is good right here.
More trouble with the stewards for Verstappen. Unsafe release.
Well, you did talk them, buddy.
The stewards are doing a lot of work tonight.
Yeah.
That was he and Stroll.
Lovely comment from Piastri after qualifying. He said,
Right here. Look at this. It's great. Come up one.
In P1, after P1, and
What's wrong with this?
It's not been a good day.
This is pretty good, right?
I'll be saving my luck for the race.
Guys, hold on. I had to put my jacket on. Hold on.
The entire grid has been shuffled several times, so it's definitely a bit of a mystery as we keep going.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to video this because there's so many areas of the track.
Perilously close. That's what you love about a street race.
This track
What is that,
reminds me so
dirt?
much of, Singapore.
Yep.
Both are night races. Both are fabulous cities.
But also Baku.
Of what?
It's a long straight race.
Yeah. Oh, my
Running through the
phone?
old
Hold
town
on.
there, threading between the ancient buildings, and then a long blast along the Black Sea.
Not many Elvises either.
Camera? Photos?
One travels to some fascinating places. I'm glad to have been part of it for.
Wow, is that? Do you
quite a
see
long
that?
time now.
Is that?
DRS now enabled again. There you see it.
Watch that mile per hour number go.
is definitely not letting Charles go here. None.
It's been
Impressive.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's been a good night so far for Sergio Perez. He pretty much was down in the doldrums after qualifying, as he should have been. He and Carlos Sainz have had a rotten start to their weekends here, and both of them are in the fun.
Verstappen passing with DRS to get ahead of Gasly and move into 4th place. I think Perez would be really happy if the race ended right now, because his nearest rival in the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton, is 15th and out of points.
Which phone is this?
These cars go rocketing past our commentary position.
Just take that for a second. I got to do something. We're going to be over on TikTok for a few minutes, so check it out.
So fast.
Just a blur.